Okay, so this is the IKV 90B, which is the Tier 7 Swedish tank destroyer. Yeah, it looks like a door wedge. Yeah, it looks very much like a TD, I'll give it that. And it's, yeah, interesting size. So 4-man crew, you can see here we've got commander, gunner, driver and loader, fairly traditional in terms of style. It is obviously tier 7, as I said. It has 2 guns. Again, it has the Bofors 90 millimeter, sorry, L53, which is what the previous tier 6 tank had as its top gun, and then it also has an upgrade to that, which is the 90 centimeter KANMF motherfucker, which looks to be a monumentally good gun. Not a bad grind, to be honest. Yeah, this thing 16 degrees, so you looks like you need, no, actually I don't think you need the top you probably do, actually, looking at that difference. So 815 weight for the standard gun, and 1030 for the top gun. So you almost certainly need to unlock the tracks before you can unlock the top gun, but it's not a bad grind. So let's have a look at it. So a weird looking tank, but actually quite fun to play. So you've got the 2 guns. The base gun is exactly the same as the tier 6 variant, 180 with its standard rounds, 230 with the heat and 45 with the HE, 240 damage average on the main rounds and 320 with that HE. 6.19 to 7.5 rate of fire, so not bad at all. Feels a little tardy, but it's a big gun, and actually as a tier 6 gun it does a reasonable amount of damage. So the top tier gun on this is it's a little underwhelming, if I'm honest. It has, well, no, that's not true. It has extremely good gun penetration. So 210 with a standard AP round is better than some tier 8 tanks get, so, or at least as good as a lot of them get, so it's extremely good penetration. 250 with the heat, so you don't get much of an upgrade on the heat from the base gun. 45 with HE, but again the average damage is 240, which is a little disappointing, but again a good amount, and you will eat up enemy tanks quite quickly with that. But the rate of fire drops to 8 rounds per minute, 8.5 rounds a minute, something like that, which is a little bit disappointing. But with that top gun, it's a very pokey outfit. 9.4 rounds per minute, load time of 6.4 with this 100% crew that I've got here and a gun rammer. Gun traverse is 20.86, which is not ideal, but it's okay. Has a really good gun depression, again, very common theme with the Swedish TDs and actually the heavies and mediums as well. Very good gun depression, -10. Not so good elevation, +12. It's not fantastic. This does have a 20-degree arc, so that's pretty good, this gun, because obviously it doesn't have a turret, so therefore the turret won't rotate. There is no turret to rotate. 2.21 aim time with this crew, which is pretty good for a big gun with good penetration. 2.2 is very good. 0.35 dispersion over 100 meters is also not bad, and with this gun rammer and 100% crew I'm getting 2,255 average damage per minute, which is extremely good. Again, common theme, 0 armor, 15, 12 and 12, so we'll just ignore that entirely, but you can see there is a bit of sloping there. In fact, there's a lot of sloping there. However, this front panel is flat as a pancake, and this section here is also flat as a pancake. But with the new mechanics on the test server, the chances are, you know, if you get hit on this top surface, it will probably skid off. So despite the fact it's only 15 millimeters of armor. 80 hit points, again a little bit on the low side, so you really got very limited survivability, but you do have really good mobility. So only weighs 13, nearly 14 tons. Again, common theme of these things, because they've got no armor, they tend to be very lightweight. They don't have big engines, so this only has a 310 horsepower engine, but it does mean it has a specific power ratio of 22.44, which is outstanding, and 65 top speed, 20 in reverse. That's really, really good. And even hull traverse is 31.29, which is pretty good. So very, very mobile and very agile. Camo is not quite as good as the tier 6, but still okay. 2.8. I put a camo net and binos because I want to take advantage of it. 18.6 when moving. It's a bit bigger, so that probably is why it's not quite so stealthy as the predecessor. Mind you, that's quite tall, so I don't know why it's not as good. Because reasons. 340 view range, which I think is a bit lower than the... No, it's 330. Okay, 340 view range. It's not much of an upgrade on the previous one either. 612 signal range, but nobody cares about signals. So I've equipped mine with gun rammer, net, and binos. I've got 100% crew, as you can see here, but no Sixth Sense yet. I've just put camo on all of them for the time being. Yeah, so that's it. Let's go and have a look and see if we can get a game in it. So we've got a tier 8 game on Siegfried. We're defending. It's an assault game. I think this is a good scenario for this vehicle. So here we are, Siegfried Line assault game, tier 8, so that's not too bad. Why is somebody driving a Type 59 in this game? If you've got a Type 59, you've got it on the real server, because you can't test it on the... You can't get it to test unless you already have it in the game. So why would you bring it onto the test server? It just does not make any sense to me. Test server is about trying out tanks you haven't got. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's just actually shite at it and needs to practice. Maybe that's it. So I'm coming out to the right hand side, trying to use this gun depression, use this gun to keep firing. It's a good accurate gun, at least on paper, and we all know how paper works out for real. There's a Leo there. A snapshot, so that should have allowed it to aim much better, and the shell went absolutely nowhere near him. So that's not a good start, is it? STA2 over there, but he's in a hull down position there, or at least a very well protected position. There's an Emil 1. Then we put a shot into his turret. He's pulling back, took the shot but missed. And of course, Sod's Law, the moment I fired, he then moved back into where it would have been an even better shot for me. But hey, couldn't take a joke. Don't play World of Tanks. Oh, and there's an ISU 152. Is he going to pop over? He is, you know. First shell missed. So that's 3 shots fired so far, all 3 missed. He's coming further. He's getting cocky. That's better. 239. You can see this gun reloads reasonably quickly. Lead that shot a bit. Nice. And tracked. Did we track him? I think we did. Aim for that corner there. He's down. Good. That was a good shot. Oh, the mill's back up again. Not far enough though. I'm just sort of poking over the top of the hill, so it's actually quite hard for... Well, now I'm going properly forward. Aim in, aim in, aim in. Oh, I had to take the shot because he was pulling back, and you see that shell went absolutely nowhere near him. That Leo's a right pain. Can we get a shot? No, he's just dropped back down again. I've got no Sixth Sense, so I don't know when I'm being spotted, so I'll just drop back down again. Oh, ISU. Oh, nice, thank you. Not ISU, SU1. Oh, Charioteer. Oh, yes, nice. Critical hits at him, but he pulled back. Can we get another shot on him? Nice. Emil, that is, sorry, not the Charioteer. Move back up onto the hill a little bit. They're still poking this hill. They are still poking, and I keep putting shells through them. 1100 damage so far. Oh, that's a charioteer. Come on, give me something to aim at. Leo, maybe you'll give me something to aim at. No, okay, Borsig, come on. Just a little poke, that's all you need to do. It's 5-all, it's a really tense game. IS-6 down there. He's behind that sort of rocky outcrop on the edge of the castle. Borsig is desperate to come up. You know when you're watching someone play and you just think, I know he's going to come up any minute now. Any minute now he's going to come up. That's what I feel like with that Borsig. Come on. Yes, there he goes. 240 damage into his turret. Okay, so what have we got? There's the IS-6. Nice hit into the IS-6. Bit of a low roll. 230 the average damage, isn't it? And that was 218, so that was pretty lousy. But then the Borsig one was a high roll, so looks like you're up or down. There's the IS-6. Can we get shot at him? No, he's disappeared again. There's a charioteer in the city. Suddenly we're losing again. But I think I'm going to have to push it. It's 8-all. SDA2 is holding up our T-34-3 from going about his business, and he seems quite a decent player. Well, he's not got much health, but let's see whether I can get around and flank the SDA. Up onto the hill, aiming in. Oh, and I took a big hit from the Revolise, but I did take down. Oh, and then Artie splashes me, tracks me, so I had to repair. Luckily get away before the Revolise, who last was seen at A3. God knows what he's done, hiding back there. Oh, and there's a UDES 03. So I've got very little health, 95 health left. So I'd like to try and poke up and have a little look at that UDES. I think I should be vanished enough by now. There's the UDES. There we go. Oh, and I take him down. Pull back down. Nice. 1900 damage. So T-34-3 is saying that we need to go after the Revolise, so I'm agreeing with him. We're actually winning the game at the moment, but I don't think I'm giving anything away here. Well, I am, but we're not actually doing as well as we thought we were. So I'm going to pop up, go as far wide as I possibly can to try and get a spot on the Revolise, and bang! I take a shot up the exhaust pipe from the LTTB. Didn't even see him there. That is really frustrating. And he's on a loss of health, and he's going to go on and have a fantastic game. So it's 12-all. 3 tanks aside left. And that's kind of going to be it. So we'll come back with the final score at the end of it. Oh, that was frustrating. Never mind. Got to see a bit of the mobility, a bit of the gun in action. It was a nice scenario for the tank. Anything that allows it to defend or set up is going to be a good position. Third class mastery, 5 for effect. Finished third on the team, 1923 damage, 3 kills, 493 base XP. Really good game by this LTTB. I just don't get why would someone take a Type 59 out on the test server. Doesn't make sense to me. 15 shots fired, 10 hits, 9 penetrations for that 1900 damage, 2 hits received, both of which penned us, and that was a good night. She wrote nearly 25,000 credits, even after rebuild, 13,000 profit, and 740 experience for the crew. So yeah, there we go. That was an interesting game. It's an interesting tank. This, I think, it's going to take a little bit of mastering, but I think it's got huge potential. But let's see another game. Okay, so we've got tier 8 game. What to do? I think I'm going to play it a little bit carefully to start with. There's 1 artillery on the enemy team. just gonna do a little camping to start with. Now these Swedish tanks feel like they are designed for camping. So we've got a full-size team this time. Played quite a few games in both the Tier 6 and the Tier 7, and we've been short-handed in terms of they've just been like 6 tanks each side, something like that, because less people are playing the lower tier tanks on the test server. Doesn't look like anything's come this way. Artillery is already in the action. So at the moment I pull back, something gets spotted up there. What? I just don't get the point. Why is someone driving their E25? Now they can only get that if they already have it in their garage. Why the friggin' hell would you bother driving something you already own on the test server? I just don't. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, my ping's not great. That's better. Leo unwisely stuck his head through there. Bounced off him this time. If you're going to keep pulling back like that, buddy, I'll keep hitting you. Reload on this tank is pretty good. There we go. You just stay there. I'll be back for your mates in a minute. Ferdinand going down through the middle. Ah, missed him. We're going to go around and see what we can do to help those boys down there. Because this tank is pretty manoeuvrable for a TD. Oh shit. God, why does that always happen to me? Come away from your position and there goes a freebie shot. Where the hell's he gone? Darnations. Ow. Let's see then. So Udez is obviously hiding at the back there. Hunt down the medium. Ah. Oh well, I didn't play that at all well, but you can see the mobility of the thing. I kind of like this tank. I think it's a bit... I mean, you've got no armour, so you cannot afford to take any hits at all. But you know what? It's got good view range. It's fairly mobile. I think it's not bad. Not bad at all. There's the Leo there. That's a nice looking tank, the Leo. And you got a T29 AFK. Looks like he never logged into the game. Oh well. Anyway, we'll come back to that when the result comes through. So we ended up with a loss. Third class, 5 for effect. Did 1377 damage, 384 base XP. Fired 8 shots, hit with all 8 and penned with 6 for that 1300. We took 2 hits, both of which penned because we've got very limited, well, 0 armor really. Very little assistance damage either, which is a bit disappointing. 22,000 credits, fired some premium, so I ended up just making 5,000 out of it with a premium count, 576 XP. So, oh, wrong tank, where are we? There we go. So this IKV 90 Type B, my impression of it is actually quite a nice little tank. I quite like it. I think again, once you get on the live server and use it more as it should be used, it should be quite a good addition to your garage. Whether it's a keeper, I'm not sure. Really not sure. It's like this door wedge. It's a weird old thing. But yeah, I'll try it out. I'll grind the Swedish line, and actually some of them I think will be great fun to play with. So anyway, let me know what you think. You think these are an aberration to the game or actually quite good? Interesting to get people's views about the Swedish line from what you've seen so far from videos, and maybe going on the test server yourselves. Anyway, enjoy your games, have fun. Remember, it's just a game, and enjoy yourself. And I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom out.